You're going to need a block, a tennis ball, your ankle band, some kinds of weights, and a TheraBand or one of those little bands. I'm just using whatever my daughter had, so we make it work. As always, please make sure that you modify if something doesn't work for you, but at the very same time, try to think a little bit out of your box and a little bit out of your comfort zone. Oftentimes, we don't even process the things that we do habitually. So like, it's like, oh, no, I can't do this. This is something I'm not supposed to be doing. I always encourage you to test the water a little bit, and growth only comes when you get out of your comfort zone. This is really important. I'm not talking about going and abusing your body, but you want to feel out of your comfort zone. Especially when we do some of the myofascial release, you have to get there in order to get to the other side. So we will get started on our backs, please. Take a block on the medium setting under your cervical spine. Just massage your back of your skull. So right now my block is on the medium setting, but it's flat. I personally like to grab the block so it gives me more stability. And then as we're hydrating the back of the skull, we're also resetting the spine and the hips. And then through your practice, if you feel that you're lacking a range of motion somewhere, try to figure out where is it coming from, because those are the puzzles that help us to unwind those limitations. And then notice if you have more tension behind the left ear or the right ear. Once in a while, wiggle your knees right and left. That helps to release and reset your tissue. Good, and then lift your chin up and lift your block a little higher, and just lift your chin, go to the center of your skull. That's still a part of your superficial back line. And you'll be surprised that there is also a lot of tension in there. Good. Slowly release the block, take it sideways, outside of your weight. Notice your body on the floor, hug your left knee to your chest. Little circles with your ankle. And go in both directions. Good. Take your hands interlaced behind your knee, and then bend your knee and extend your leg just a little at a time. Very soft, just hydrating that tissue and also flossing the sciatic nerve here. Inhale and then lengthen, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Release it. Hug your opposite knee to your chest. Circle your ankle in both directions. And then interlace your hands behind your knee. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, extend any amount. By all means, I do not want it to be overly extended. It's just rehydrating that tissue. Bend, inhale, slow. Exhale, slow, extend. You're flossing out your sciatic nerve here. So connect that all the way to your hips, even to your lumbar here. Very nice. Slowly release. Take your left leg and now just external rotation. Bend your knee, take that left knee to the left, and then bring it towards your right knee. External rotation away from the midline and then towards your knee. An external rotation and internal rotation. One more time, external and internal. Release that leg and now the opposite leg, external and internal. Ground your opposite hip on the floor. And the movement is coming from your hip. It's like you, what's the word? Like in a flag position, like a figure 8. Notice how this side feels. Good, slowly release. Give yourself a hug with your knees. And now circles, go all the way to your tailbone, to your left glute, to the top of your hip, to the right, and go down to your tailbone and go the other way. Full circle. Twice on each side. Slowly release it and let it go. Very nice. Take your hands behind your head, interlace your hands to the back of your skull, not your neck, but the back of your skull. Elbows are in, gaze up to the ceiling, sacrum grounded, and now lift your head 1 inch off the floor. Lift your chin and press your head to your hands. Press the shoulders down towards your hips. And now close your eyes and feel the sense of stability in your neck, in your cervical spine and your upper back here. Your chin really wants to go down. Lift it up and press your head to your hands. Notice if it feels different on your left or the right side. Lower down and rest. Inhale. Exhale, depress the shoulders, lift your head a little higher, lift your chin, press your head to your hands. Breathe here, lift your shoulders a little higher, lift your chin, breathe here for 3. Breathe 2, breathe 1, release it and rest. Good. Find your block in the medium setting between your knees. We'll go to our bridges. Now remember, your bridges are very low. Your ribs, most of them stay on the floor. Press your feet down, your palms alongside your body. And now 3 incrementals. Lift your tailbone, lift your sacrum, lift your low back and stay here. Now maybe you close your eyes, both shoulders are even on the floor. Visualize the glutes have a green color and now you're radiating that color all the way to your bone. So you have even color sinking slowly all the way to your bone. Your low back is very quiet. And notice if your right foot and left foot are they pressing evenly. If you feel one side less energized, shine your light mainly on that side. Put most of your effort in there to rewire that nerve system on that side. Keep breathing in here. And now with your next breath, bring your palms towards your blocks, palms facing each other. And all we're going to do is squeeze the block in your hands and release a little. Keep your hips where they are. So only squeezing in, they're not going up or down. And then release. Squeeze and hold. And release. Squeeze and hold. Very low bridge, release. Squeeze and hold. Release. Squeeze and hold. Release. Squeeze and hold. Stay here, hands to your thighs. Now lift 1 inch up and lower 1 inch. Now you're making best friends with your glutes. This is the best investment you can give yourself for stability and lower, lift and hold, lower, Lift and hold, feel those glutes sinking deeply and lower. Lift and hold, stay here. Lift your palms over your heart, make a fist with your hands. Little circle, you're still with your bridge. Stay calm, use your breath. Notice if your left foot pressing the same as your right. And now palms to your hips, to your thighs. Lengthen your hips to your calf muscles. Lower your low back only and breathe here. This is great traction. Lower your sacrum down and breathe here. Lower your tailbone down and rest. Move the block out of your way. Massage your SI joint. Just travel to the right and left little. And constantly notice if you're favoring your tailbone or the top of your hip. Try to stay in the center of your sacrum. Good. Take your left hand behind your head, elbow in. Lift your right leg up and take your right palm to your right thigh. Spread your toes, depress the shoulders down, sacrum on the floor. We already awakened those hips. Ground your sacrum, inhale. Lift your chest up, lift your chin, press your head to your hands. We did that before. Now extend your left leg out. Right leg bends, left leg out. Right leg bends, Vicky. Right leg bends. Yeah, left leg out. Now lift your leg, left leg until you feel your sacrum grounded and you're not arching your low back. Keep breathing in here. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Drop your head and drop your left leg down. Stay here. Inhale. Depress the shoulders down. Lift your shoulders off the floor. Press your head to your hands and lift your chin. Press your sacrum down. Extend your left leg. Now find that imaginary sandbag on your left leg. Keep breathing. Stay here. Bend your left leg to 90 degrees and extend it out. Oh, bend your left leg. Use your breath. Extend it out. You're on your sacrum. Bend your left leg. Extend it out. Drop your left leg down and drop your head. Take a little rest. Exhale all your tension out of your body. Inhale. Lift your shoulders off the floor. Press your head to your hands. Lift your chin. Lift your chin. Sacrum grounded. Extend your left leg slow. Inhale. Listen. Exhale. Left elbow towards the right knee. Lift your chin up. Bend your left leg. Stay centered on your hips. Bend the leg. That's it. Yes. Extend your left leg and come back center. Inhale, lift a little higher. Elbow to your right knee, lift your chin, bend your left leg. Oh, keep those hips. Extend your left leg. Bring your chin up and take a little rest. Drop both legs on the floor. Ooh, side to side, massage your hips. Inhale, right hand behind your head, elbow in, depress the shoulders. Ground your sacrum, lift your left leg slow, slow. Press your right foot down and then lift your left leg like you have a really heavy weight. Breathe in here, inhale, left hand on your thigh. Lift your shoulders, press your head to your hands, lift your chin. Press that sacrum super duper slow. Extend your right leg. Press your sacrum and lift a little higher. The tendency is to drop that chin. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Drop your right leg and drop your head. Inhale. Lift your shoulders off the floor. Resist your head. Super duper slow. Extend your right leg. Lift a little higher. Bend your right knee. Extend it out. Bend your right knee slow. Lift a little higher. Extend it out. One more. Bend. Extend it out. Drop your right leg and drop your shoulders. Last one. Inhale. Lift your shoulders off the floor. Extend your right leg. Press your sacrum down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow to the left. Lift your chin. Lift a little higher. Breathe in here. Bend your right knee. Push it out slow. Lift a little higher. Bend your right knee. Woo. Extend. Okay, one more on this side. Lift a little more. Bend. And extend. Come back center. Take a little rest. Oh, shake it off side to side. Use your breath. Okay. Find your ankle band. This time it's going to go right outside of your feet, right below the balls of your feet. We're going to do two sections. One is, just watch for a moment. The first one is going to be using the glute medius, so it's going to be abduction. The important part is to keep the opposite, both hips are grounded, but the important part is imagine a little strip of light on the outside of your leg. So your foot is staying forward the whole time and your knee is staying upright. It's not opening, it's not external, it's abduction. We're just going out, but don't lose your left hip. Here is where I want you to feel uncomfortable. I want you to hug those muscles and you're resetting. It's like putting braces on your legs. All right, so here we are. Find your sacrum. Your hands will be in an upside down V. Your frontal ribs are down. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Press your left foot strongly. Lift your right foot only 2 inches. Spread your toes, inhale. And the slower you go, the harder it is because there's no momentum. So use your own strength. Slowly open to the right. Slowly open to the right. And when you feel like I can't go anymore, see if you can push that a little bit extra, because that's where the power, that's where the magic happens. For 3, 2, 1, come back in and rest. Much harder to do it like that versus the ankles. Take a moment, breathe in. So those are the moments where you shine a brighter light in your inside of your little cracks. Here we are, inhale. Lift your right leg, spread your toes. Left glute active, close your eyes, open to the right, slow. Keep going a little further than your comfort zone. Kick the outer heel to the right. Ground your left hip down for 4, 3, 2. I'm shaking. Come back in. So your nerve system has an amazing way to trick you and tell you this is where you need to be. Go further than your nerve system tells you to go. One last time. Inhale. Lift your right leg, spread your toes, frontal ribs down. Take it out slow. Slow. Ground the left hip. Kick the outer heel. Oh. There is a lot of mobility here, just as much as stability for 4. Breathe, 3, 2. A little further than you think. Come back home and rest. Ooh, shake it off. Massage your SI joint. That's the center of your pelvis, okay? give or take. So to the right and to the left of the center of your pelvis. Side B, inhale, ground your right glute. Frontal ribs down, sacrum. Lift your left leg, spread your toes. Ever so slowly, your foot is hovering, it's very low. And now take it to the left. If you pay attention, there's a lot of core engagement in here as well. Kick out for 4. Breathe here for 3. Breathe here for 2. Breathe here for 1. Slowly come back in and lower. Inhale. Lift your left foot up. Spread your toes. Kick it over to the left. Don't lose your right hip. Go further than your comfort zone. Breathe in there. Outer heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in and take a little rest. Last one, inhale. Lift your left foot, spread your toes. Keep your hips even. Open to the left. Kick it out, outer heel, breathe. You're resetting also the femur bone inside of the hip socket. That's a good thing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in and hug your knees to your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice where you felt, what you felt. So this is one of those things you're going to go into the deep end, but there's benefits at the end of that. All right, so now here it is. This time we're going to use our hip flexors here. And from the get-go, you've given yourself permission to feel uncomfortable because oftentimes people feel like because they're tight here, they're strong, not necessarily. Many times, if not most times, those hip flexors are not activated enough. So they're just staying in this mode of tension and there's weakness in there, okay? When those don't function the right way, that's gonna affect the pelvis, all right? So you wanna make sure that you're gonna point your toe. You're shining the light here, but look at your foot. Make sure that it's not sickling in. Do you see how my toes want to go in or out? Just keep them aligned. You're going to fire up those hip flexors. So inhale, find your sacrum, pelvic floor in and up. Slowly, slowly point your right toes, lift in a straight line, find your train track. Lift up towards the ceiling. Yes, you might be shaking. Lift further than you think you can. Look at your toes. Align them with your knee and your hip for 4. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Lower, lower, and lower. Oh. So this is the tough love. You know it's challenging, but you know there is a benefit. So it's worth the effort. All right, inhale, same leg, pelvic floor in and out. Point your right toes, lift slow, look at your alignment. Look at your foot, look at your knee, look at your hip. Lift towards the ceiling. 4, push the band for 4, 3, 2, 1, lower, lower, and lower. Flash it out. Okay, last one. Inhale, Press pelvic floor. Point your right toes. Lift slow. Lift slow. Lift a little more. Lift a little more. 4. Press the band for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. So you might feel little adjustments. As I said, we are resetting and mobilizing and stabilizing at the same time. All right, side B, inhale. Notice how they're different from each other. Pelvic floor in and up, sacrum grounded. Point your left toes. Slowly, slow, lift, lift, lift. Look at your foot. Look at your knee. Look at your hip. Make sure both hips are pressing evenly. Lift and press the band to the ceiling for 4, 3. A little further than you think. I want to see you shake. Yes, 2, 1. Lower down. Remember, your light and your breath keep you present. Exhale the tension. Here we are. Inhale. Pelvic floor in and up. Point your left toes. Lift. Slow. Slow. Like you're stepping up. You're climbing up a stairs. A little further. A little further. Point those toes. Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming down. Shake it off. Here we are. Last one, pelvic floor in and up, inhale. Point your toes, lift, 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 lift. Breathe. Your core is active. If you pay attention, your lower abs are really engaged. 4. Lift a little higher. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Oh my goodness me. All right. Take the band over your ankles, and I come up to a seat. If you have a block, it's not mandatory, but it will be good. Put it between your ankles. And now you have your little TheraBand. Put that over your feet. You may need less or more band, you'll decide. Now we're gonna go to a little core roll-ups. Your core is active, and then there'll be a little engagement. So let's try where we're going with your arms. You might need to make it a little shorter. We'll see. Inhale, flex your feet, create a little C curve in your core. Hollow your belly, hollow your belly. Slowly roll back, 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 back. Keep your head off the floor. Inhale. And now hollow your belly. You're going to come up, 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 and up. So here is where you might need to make your band a little shorter. Okay, and now we're going to do a little press. Okay. Now hollow your belly, hollow your belly, hollow your belly, hollow your belly. Come down, 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 down. Lift your legs up with or without the block. Flex your feet. And now slowly, slowly lower, 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 lower as your chest comes up, 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 and up. Yep. Hollow your belly, inhale. Core, core, core. Hands to your chest. That's going to give you stability. Hollow your belly, hollow your belly. Go down, Diane. You can go. You can do it. Lift your legs up. You're on your sacrum. Head down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, wait for you. Come up, up, up. Now hollow your belly. It's like a seesaw. You're gonna lower, glutes are active. Lift your chest. Lift, 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 lift. Lift your chest up. Your hands by your chest is gonna help you. For 3, with the band. 2 and 1. The band is actually very helpful. Makes it easier. Yes. Take it over your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. Last 1. Hollow your belly, hollow your belly, hollow your belly. Take it back, back. Lift your legs up, your hands by your chest. Lift and squeeze. And I like a seesaw. Core is active. Shoulders down. Lift, 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 and lift. Okay, good. Take your, let's see here. Take your TheraBand out of your way for now. And now we're gonna go sideways. So go to the side, you can see me, it doesn't matter. Make a pillow with your hand. And now your bottom leg is in front, the bottom leg is bent in front of you. We're gonna be working from the top leg. You have your ankle band, inhale. Glutes are active. Bottom leg bend, yeah? And now lift your leg up. And kick it back. Use those glutes, but not your low back and not your chest. You're staying steady here. Bring it back in and lower. Always engagement. Inhale, lift. Kick it back. Notice your glutes. Now we already activated them, so you're all the way deep in your bone for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in and lower. Inhale. Lift and pull. Kick it back. Use your glutes. Hold it here for 8, 7. Hug your muscles. 6. Lift your chest. 5. Lift your chin. 4. Hug those muscles. 2, 1. Come back in and bend your knees. Good. Come to your forearm. And now you have one weight in your hand. Shoulder away from your ear. Okay. Hollow your belly. Front. So your front ribs, when they poke out, it's just like if you do it on the floor. That means your pelvis is out of alignment. So that's the same thing in different planes. So here the glutes are active. My front lower ribs, my chin is up. Neutral spine, lift your arm up, inhale. Lift your top leg. And now exhale, take your hand to your foot. Lift your chest up a little more, use those oblique muscles. Breathe here and then release. Still engagement in your glutes, inhale. Exhale, pull. Lift your knee towards your chest, lift your chest up for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale, pull. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. Give me one more. Inhale. Exhale, pull, 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 and pull. Slowly come up. Good. So we're going to go into a little side plank variation. This is really important for scoliosis, for hip and spine health. So you have 2 options in here. The first option will be to squeeze your inner thighs and lift your hips off the floor. Some of you want a little more. You're going to come down. You're going to lift and pull the band and then come down with control, all right? I do not want to see your shoulders kissing your ear. So you're lifting this core strength in here. Visualize your right or the bottom elbow is pulling towards your hip. Here we go. You decide. First variation is just lifting. Second variation, you lift and you pull. Lift your chin up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We have 2 more. You decide. Inhale. Exhale. Lift or pull. 4, 3. Pull the band. 2, 1. Lower. Last one. Inhale. Lift your chest. Exhale. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good job. Take it to the other side. Make a pillow with your hand. Bottom leg bends, extend your top leg. Your heel is aligned with your glute. Lift your chest up, core is active. Inhale, lift your right leg using those glute medius. And now using mainly your glute maximus, the back of your glutes, kick it back. But don't let your chest or your low back take over. Hug your muscles, kick a little further than your comfort zone. Remember, 3, your light is in your glutes. Come back in, lower. Inhale. Lengthen your tailbone. Lift your leg up. Chin is neutral. Use your glutes, kick it back. Notice which side feels different than the other side. All of that is good information for you for 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Remember, don't go where your body just wants you to go. We don't even think about it. So always push a little further. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Lift. Kick it back. Breathe. Kick a little further, but keep your low back quiet and your chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in and rest. Ooh. Shake your hips, stick your tushy in and out. Slowly come up. Find your little weight. Shoulder away from your ear. Lift your chin. Front lower ribs in. Glutes are active. Lift your palm up. Inhale. Let your resistance with your leg. And your knee is facing forward, not up. Okay? And now reach and use your oblique muscles. Kick that knee towards your chest and reach up, up, up. Up, up, off your bottom shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Breathe in here. 4. Lift your chest a little up more. 2, 1. Come back up. Last one, inhale. Exhale, pull slow. Use your muscles. Squeeze a little further, lift your chest. 4, 3, reach, reach, reach. 2, 1. Slowly come up. Take a little rest. Okay, here we are. Remember your little side planks variation, or you're pulling with, as you're coming up, you're pulling the band. All right? Inhale, shoulder away from your ear. Lift your chest up. First option, just lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And if you feel that's good enough, squeeze, lift those bottom hips. You're using your glutes here. Maybe you lift your top leg. Maybe just a little bit, just a little. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Okay, if your shoulder bothers you, Vicky, just do this. Just like that. Rest and lift. Yes, lift both legs and lift your top hand maybe, or not. Lift your head off the, yeah. Okay, those are options. Inhale, exhale, lift and lift. Draw the bottom elbow towards your hips and lengthen the crown of your head for 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lift. 4, lift your chin. For 3, kick a little further. 2, 1, release it and rest. Awesome job, everyone. Take the band out of your way. Let's give this cervical spine a little stability. If you don't have a block, use your hand. So I'm coming closer so you can see me. Your hand, the heel of your hand is going to go right above your ear, and your nose is going to be centered. If you don't have, that's with your hand. If you have a block, you're going to do the same thing. It's just going to be there, and you're going to resist the block. It stabilizes all of this upper region, okay? So you're on your back. Bend your knees. Take the block or your hands. We'll do it 2 ways. So the first time, let's do it with the hand. And whoever doesn't have a block will just keep the hand. But just see how the textures gives you a different feedback. So your nose, find your nose centered. Don't change that. Take your right hand, the heel of your hand above your ear. And now slowly resist your head to your hand. Press the shoulder down, chin is up. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice where it's traveling and release. You may even feel it going around your shoulder girdle. And now find your block right above the ear. This time, take your left hand behind the back of your skull. Just to give you a little height, take your block above your ear, find your nose, and now resist. Lift your chin up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release and take a little rest. If you have any shoulder pain or neck, this is one of the wonderful things to do is first stability. Change it up. Take your left hand, the heel of your hand above your left ear. Gaze forward. If it feels better to put your right hand, I think it does. It gives us a little pillow. Then take your back, the right hand behind the back of your skull, not your neck, but the back of your skull. Now inhale, find your neutral here. Exhale, resist your head to your hand. Then press the shoulder down and lift your chin. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release and let it go. In a weird way, it feels really good because your body wants stability. Now take your block. Do the same thing above your ear. shoulders down, lift your chin. Inhale, exhale, resist your head to your block. Keep breathing. Notice what's happening in the rest of your body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release it and let it go. All right. Last one, take your fingertips so your thumb is around your temples and your 4 fingers between your eyebrows. Depress the shoulders down, lift your chin up, inhale. Imagine you have another set of hands cradling your back of your head and you're resisting your head to those hands. Inhale, lift your head a little and now press your head to your hands. Oh, deep flexion here, lift your chin. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. This is hard because it's counteracting everything we're doing all day. So you're strengthening those deep flexes. Inhale, last one. Shoulders down. Lift your head a little. Push your head to your hands. 4, 3. Lift your chin. Oh, and resist. Release, I mean. All right, good job, everyone. Come up, a few shoulder rolls. We're gonna give ourselves a little massage of the neck. I'll show you how it's going. You're gonna take your peace fingers right to the back of your mandible. That's the jawline, okay? Now, before we do that, if you need a chair, because we're gonna go and do some weight training and I don't want you to, if it's uncomfortable to sit like you are, find a chair because it will allow you to do your work good, okay? Or sit on 2 blocks if you need to. So now you're gonna take those peace fingers, okay, right in there and drop your chin down. Now dig a little deeper and a little nose. Little nose. Breathe, push back those fingers. Almost like as if you're trying to get underneath your ear from the jawline. Okay, so now what you do in here is you're working on that sternocleidomastoid. That's the long muscles that connects your, from right around here to your collarbone and to your sternum. And now slowly lower your chin, dig a little deeper, and then come up. Drop your chin and lift. Release your hands, release your cervical spine, a few shoulder rolls. Okay, so find a very comfortable seat. And we're gonna cross the legs. So if you have 2 blocks, it's even better to put 2 blocks next to each other and drop your knees lower. Like I said, if your knees are still higher than your hips, I prefer you sit on a chair, okay? Two blocks next to each other will give you more stability, and I find your weights. Bring your weights in front of you. Palms facing each other. Now, the focus here beyond everything else is mainly the mid back and the upper back. So the front lower ribs are down, and we want to strengthen that midsection. So then we don't flare those ribs. That's going to help us to stabilize and keep neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right palm up. Draw the arm in. Lower down. Hug your muscles to your bone. And lift slow, slow, slow. Notice the tissue coming up on board. We're doing just the right hand and lower down. Just the right hand. Inhale. Lift up slow, right hand only. Plug the arm into the socket. Use your mid back. Use your upper back. Feel that stability. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Inhale. Exhale. Lift, 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 lift. Front lower ribs are down. Your chin is up for 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 and lower. Good. Now, take your right hand to your left arm. Draw the shoulders down, and now turn your right palm down. Inhale. And now you're going to pull a bow. Pull. Notice what's working. Pull a bow. Breathe in here. Keep your shoulders forward, not back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the elbow back. Marianne, your hand is down. Your elbow is higher. Pull back. Yes. And now slowly take it back and down. Good. Take your left hand to your front lower ribs, okay? Just to remind you. And now draw the right shoulder back, inhale. And slowly bend the elbow. Breathe in there. Pull, 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 pull. Shoulders forward. Lift your chest up for 4. Lift your chin for 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Drop your elbow towards your ribs. And then lift it up with strength. Drop it like you're squeezing a ball. Lift it up. Notice what's working. Lower, squeeze that ball. Lift it up. Lift your hand all the way up. Bend the elbow to your left ear. Now pull like you're pulling a band. And bend the elbow all the way to your hip. Push it up. Are you favoring your right side? Stay centered. Bend the elbow to your ear. Now pull that band. Pull. Bend the elbow to your hips. Lift. Bend to your ear. Pull the band. Pull the band. Bend the elbow. Let's do one more on this side. Lift, push. Bend the elbow. Pull the band. Bend. Release it. Take a little rest. Shake your hands. Notice what leg is in front. You probably compensated. Stretch out your legs for a moment. If that feels good, great. If not, you can bring the soles of your feet together before we go to the other side. And make it like a diamond shape so it's fairly easy. I don't care, your legs can be here. Or diamond shape, so you have like soles of the feet together, but they're further away from your pelvis. Okay? Find your weights. take both weights to your right hand and cross them. Okay. Left hand to your front lower ribs, keep it nice and grounded. And now start from the bottom, right in the bottom. Lift your weights, use your biceps, hug your muscles. And now lower slow. You don't want to drop those weights. Lower slow. All the way. Now, 30 pounds. Lift them like really it's 30 pounds. So slow. Hug your muscles to your bone. Lift your chest tall. And now like you're pulling a band with your weights, lower, 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 and lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift slow, 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 slow. Come all the way down like you're pulling a band. Lower, 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 lower. So only halfway now. Here comes the kicker. Lift up one step, lower one floor. Lift two floors, 1, 2, lower down to the first floor. Oh, lift up to the second floor. Lower one floor and lower the second floor. Stay here, little pause, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Ooh, okay. Get rid of the block just for a moment and come into your little 90-90 variation. One weight is enough. You can also rest on your block or on your forearm, sideways. Okay? So you decide. One block, I would say stay with that so you do a good job. Hollow your belly. And now we're going to use those little triceps with the right arm. Kick it back. And lower slow. Shoulders away, widen your collarbone. And kick it back. Lift a little higher, the little extra. Right there, that's it. And now from there, bend your elbow. Kick it back, gaze down, not up so much, so you don't strain your neck. Lift a little higher and bring it back. Kick, kick, kick. Hold it, widen your collarbone. Lift a little higher. Stay here. 8, 7. Hug your muscles. 3. Not from 7 to 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3 now. 2, 1. Pause for 8. Slow. 7. Slow. 6, 5, 4. It's little. Look how high. Stay high. Open your chest. 2, 1. Slowly release. Come back up. Good. Shoulder roll. You should feel energized on that side. Good. Come back. The other side, please. Find your blocks. This time, cross your legs and see why that feels awkward. Do your best to stay there. Try to bring your knees lower than your hips, and then your pelvis is going to be happy. And if that doesn't work on this side, find chair. And if this is your awkward side, always try to sit on your awkward side because you're compensating for something else that creates a problem. So if you feed the same habits, you can never get better because you keep on feeding the same problem. Okay, shoulders back and down, your weights are facing each other. Mid-back strong inhale. You can take your right hand to your chest, to your front lower ribs to remind you. Shoulders broad, and now slow. Lift your 30 pounds. Up, up, forward, just forward. Yeah. Up, up, up. Mid-back, upper back is the focus. And now slowly lower, 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 and lower. Inhale. Lift your chest up. Lift from your mid-back. Lift. Notice how all those muscles coming together. And that's what we want for 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 lower. Good. One more inhale. Visualize your 30 pounds. You really have to struggle. Your weight, your palm is not facing up, it's facing the midline, okay? Yes, inhale. Lift from your mid-back. Lift from your mid-back. Lift from your mid-back and upper back. Lift, lift. Only to shoulder height. Only to shoulder height. Plug the arm in for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower, lower, lower. Good job. Take a little rest. Left hand goes to your right side. Lift your chest up. Turn your palm down. Inhale. Keep your shoulders square as best as you can. And as super duper slow, you're pulling a band with your weight. Bend the elbow like a bow. Pull, 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 hold. Lift your elbow a little higher, Marianne. A little higher. See, elbow higher than my wrist. Yes, pull back for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come center. And lower. Inhale, square your shoulders. Lift your chest. Exhale, bend, bend, bend. Pull that band, pull that band, pull. Notice what's working. 4, 3, pull. Chest forward, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. Oh, lower. Notice which side is more fatigued. Shoulder back and down. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lift. Pull the band, pull the band, pull the band, pull, 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 hold. Lift your chest tall. Drop your elbow down and lift it up. Up, up, up. Drop it down with resisting. You're squeezing a ball. And then you're pulling a band. You're squeezing a ball. And lift. Squeeze your ball. Now listen, we're going to go all the way up. Touch your right ear. Now pull a band, and bend the elbow to your waist. Don't favor your left side. I want you to stay steady in the middle. Pull, pull. You should feel this all the way. Lift with resistance. Bend your elbow to your ear. Lift your chest a little more. Find your band. Pull the band from your right knee. Up. And now bend it down to your waist. Good job. Last one. Push it up. Bend it. Find your band from your right knee. Pull it up. Bend it. Awesome. Release it. Give your hands a little rest. Shake, shake, shake. Come off the block. 90-90, right? Whatever leg is in front of you, bend it and find your weight. You can take your forearm on the block. I kind of like that idea for me. Lift your chest up, inhale, and I pull it back. And then lift a little higher, widen your collarbone. Left pec's coming forward towards your right elbow. And I bend the elbow. Inhale, notice each side is so different, pull it back. Keep it to the midline and lift a little higher. Lower down and bend. Core is active. Depress the right shoulder. Widen your collarbone, take it back. Lift a little higher. Lower. Ooh. Okay, inhale. Exhale, lift. Hold it here. 8, 7. Hug your muscles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse slow for 8. Lower little. 7. Oh, that's hard on this side for me. 6, 5. Woo. 4. Use your breath. And 2. And 1. Lower down. Oh, that was terrible. Shake it off. Shake it off. Breathe in, breathe out. Great job, everyone. Okay, let us give us a little massage here. I'm giving you options. The block is gonna go right around your armpit, like so, okay? But if you want a little more, you can put the block over, the ball over the block, and it's gonna go, if you took your thumb and 4 fingers and you framed your shoulder blade here, the scapula, okay? Right around here is where your lats originate, and there's a lot of stuff going on there. Feel free to take the ball inside of your armpit and find a place to roll over it, because this connects to your hip, connects all the way here, and to your spine, and to your scapula, and to your cervical, everything, the whole shebang. So this is a huge hidden intersection. So if you need an extra block for a pillow, keep it close by you, but the setup is gonna be like that. Block on the medium setting, and I'm on my right side. I'm gonna rest here first. And you can stay right like that on your right forearm, roll side to side. This is plenty. You can still find those little spots in there that I'm talking about. And now when you're doing this, you're breathing all the way to your body, all over. If you find a good place, stay. And your movement might be like just half an inch. Breathe. You may even feel it going underneath your scapula, your shoulder blade. That's the subscapularis. Wiggle your hips from time to time, because this is all connected, okay? And then if you wanted to go with the option of the ball, you can take the ball on the low setting, it might be more stable, and then take the ball towards the back of your arm from the inside, okay? Like you're trying to push that tissue in there, and explore. Now the key here, the nice thing here is that you can put as much or as little weight as you wish on the ball. And now you spinning the ball, you just scraping its little movement, or maybe no movement. You might just stay there and shift your hips. Just explore. You can rest your forehead on your opposite arm. And quite honestly, there's no much, if you find one pressure point, it's the best thing is just stay on it. If you feel numb, then you need to move to a different area, because we do have lots of plexus here, lots of nerves around this region. So just move slightly to a different adjacent area maybe. But use your breath. And that's what I was talking about. There are areas where your nerve system really does a good job to tell you don't go there. But you already know better because you know what's involved here. Wiggle your feet, wiggle your hips. This is all connected. Try to free your pelvis from where you are by moving and shifting your hip forward and back. Yeah. And really, this kind of work, you want to be like 5 to 10 minutes in one area like that, because it's almost like magic what it does. But even a little bit goes a long way. Slowly release. And now rest on another block or on your arm. We're going to take the block, whatever your top leg is, we're going to take the ball right inside of your knee, a little higher. You'll find a couple of pressure points there. So take your ball right on the top leg, pin the ball, walk your bottom leg away from you. You can just stay there. You can take your top hand on top of your thigh. Keep the pressure there. And now you can wiggle your hips. You see I'm sticking my tushy in and out. In and out. This is all connected again. And you can roll over the ball very little. Breathe. Press the ball. You can roll over the ball very, very little. And then once in a while, stick your tushy in and out to liberate any tissue that is pulling on a nerve. You may come further towards the back of your thigh or the front of your thigh with your ball. You decide. But use your breath. Wiggle your hips a little. Long breath with lots of light. Slowly release. Now you're going to take that ball right underneath your bottom hip, around the outer glute. You know where we work the meaty part of your outer glute there. So find a spot below your waistline on the side, the bottom side of yours. Mm-hmm. And then you can, you can roll, extend your top leg maybe and just roll forward and back. It's going to be, it feels like a lot of pressure. That's okay. You may wiggle your bottom ankle. You can use a block for a pillow. But again, we're trying to reset those hips, release and hydrate. If you feel like it's bruised, go around it. Discomfort is different than bruised. But you may feel it's radiating towards your hip, Breathe and look at it. Sometimes this is how you release your little demons in there. Feel free to also extend your bottom leg, bend your top leg, and come towards the front a little bit, a little bit. It won't be all the way to the front, but it'll be to the lateral side of your outer hip. And then stay there or stick your tushy in and out. Or you can imagine you jumping a rope with your hips like little circles. Press the ball and shift your hips, little circles with your hips, like a little hula hoop. Slowly release it and come up. If you feel like this is an area I need to work more on, that's your homework. Come to the opposite side. We're going to start with the arms. Keep your ball in your hand for a moment. Go to the medium setting under your left armpit. You're on the left forearm. And then just roll forward and back. And if you feel a place that feels like, okay, I need to stay a little longer, here, stay. Walk slow. You're connecting this. Remember, that's a huge intersection, covers almost every part in your body. So through your pecs, through your shoulder blades, your rib cage, your spine, your cervical spine, and your hips. So when you're breathing to all of those regions, and once in a while, stick your tushy in and out. Don't ignore the front of your, like towards your pecs here, the front a little as well. And notice where this is radiating to. Where is it going? And towards the back, we're going to go there with the ball in just a minute. Wiggle your hips and your spine like you're warming your body as you're hydrating here. And you're breaking into the dry tissue. All right, slowly come up, take the block on the low setting, find your little ball. It can go towards the back where you would grab your back of the scapula or inside your armpit. Find one spot. You can decide how much weight you're putting on it. Go slow. Wiggle your hips. You can rest your head on your hands on the side. And then you can decide how much pressure. Breathe and include your hips here. Every time you dare, breathe into your hips. Wiggle your bottom body. Press the ball. Slowly release it. Like I said, this is like you stay there and you want to almost fall asleep. Rest on your arm or on a block or in another block. Your top leg is going to be on a block and your ball is underneath your lower knee. Walk your bottom leg further back. Take your top hand and pin the ball. Breathe. More pressure is with your foot off the floor, less pressure with your foot on. Each side is so different. So start where it feels doable. And then once you relax the tissue, maybe you progress. Sometimes it's not unusual to feel nauseous because there's a lot of lactic acid that we release. Ooh, yeah, feel that one. Breathe. Once again, stick your tushy in and out, trying to connect this to your hip. The key is to put pressure on the ball. Even if you don't move, put the pressure on the ball because that's how you stress the tissue in a good way. Ooh. Use your breath, especially if it's intense. You have to learn how not to stress your body or tense up. Feel free to go towards the front or the back of your thigh. But if you feel good where you are, all of this is beneficial. It still helps the radiant, the adjacent areas. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So you may be surprised that, you feel more on this side. Maybe you have more discomfort on the other side. So the body works in very mysterious ways. Okay, come out of there. And now you're going to go towards your bottom outer glute. A block is always can be used as a pillow. Bend your bottom leg. Ooh. Yeah, find a place where it feels uncomfortable, but it's not nervy. Too nervy, too nervy. Okay? Stay there for a moment. Each side is very different. The bottom leg is bent, the top leg is extended for now. Relax your hands. Press the ball because that's going to stress your hip joint in a good way and release any old tissue or misalignments. Once in a while, sticking your tushy in and out or doing a little hula hoop is going to help speed that process. Now do the opposite. Extend your bottom leg and come forward just a little bit. with the ball. Then you can bend your top leg in front of you. Find the spot that you can sustain, and then stick your tushy in and out. Find the spot that is necessary. You may have to adjust your ball a little bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Whoa, extra time today. Way extra time, bonus. Okay, one last little hula hoop with your hips. And slowly release it. Lay on your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Circle your ankles. In both directions, roll a little circle. And come all the way up to a seat. Oh my goodness. All right. Excellent work today. Really deep and precise work. Make sure you drink some water as we detox quite a bit. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Thank you for being here. Namaste. I hope you feel good and energized. Until next time. Bye-bye. Thank you.